Hi YouTube live. You are again the back screen of how I do my lives on my live.me. So here we go again. So um Sexual violent contacts is strictly prohibited. All violators will be banned. If any questions, please contact the format. Live.me and YouTube. Um you were to meet, so for you to meet friends and followers of the networks, you can bring them together and do your lives together however you want, to increase your followers, having great lighting, good topics, and some kind of engaging to interest your type of audience. You can check out other forecasts, other broadcasters out there in the world, and this and that. I actually wanted to talk about movies that is right now, but I wanted to talk about what will come. Um, Meaning, I always talk about movies 1 year ahead of time, and sometimes I forget that I'm talking about it 1 year ahead of time. So I'm gonna put it out there as this is the random um movies of 2020 to the random movies of 2021. These are, I'm not gonna say they're predictions. I always say they're just kind of like weird dreams of suggestions of opinions. I like to call them weird dreams or suggestions of opinions is because recently I found out that I could have astral projected into the person's mind that was thinking about it at the time. So that can be the reason why um, I had those dreams or ideas. So it means that I share a particular mind at a certain time. So it's not 100% my dream or my ideas and thoughts. It's only at that one particular time of that energy field of moment of time. The minds all came together, and you know what I mean? And it can do it spiritually too. It's really weird. Um so um the first one I wanted to start off with was actually Cobra Kai. Do you guys, any of you guys know if any of the new episodes are gonna come out? I swear I thought they was supposed to have a third season, or you guys are supposed to be on season 4 already on Cobra Kai. Like, it's really, was it delayed or something? Because okay, so at the ending, the boy, you know what I mean, and like I said, nah, he's gonna get up, yeah, because he's going to at first he's going to enhance the war. Okay, he's going to enhance it. Okay, so first of all, good boy turns bad boy. Okay, so in Cobra Kai, good boy turns bad boy, but not like how his friend went good boy, bad boy. No, no. He went good boy to ultimate gentleman bad boy. Like, he's smooth, but his intentions are hella hella like, yeah. Oh, right now, if you are interested on the rappers that I am apparently right now following, will be Nelly, um, Busta Rhymes, There's all. Who else am I following? That's a rapper. Snoop Dogg. Who else is a rapper that I follow? Well, 50 Cent, The Game. I love Tupac, of course. He would be my favorite always. Um, and let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring out one. Do you guys know who White Boy Kev 82 is? Any of you? Any of you guys know? Okay. So he sometimes cruises with Snoop Dogg, right? Right. So they're like this like two opposites. So that's another one. What else you guys? Recently, I've been really. This is Janet Jackson. Open for a good time. Open for a night. So this is hey Hyper. So that's Janet Jackson. That's one of her. I guess one of her. Long nights. Friday Moon at 6 dot. Oh, she's on TikTok. It's her TikTok and stuff like that. So she did one for that. Also, still in love with this man right here. This is JC Vid. Shoot, I always say his name wrong, but there, that's his name. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, so there's a oh here, the one I talk about Snoop Dogg. This is apparently, yeah, so that's the car. Oh my God, is that the Firebird or the Thunderbird one? Because I remember me and Snoop Dogg was talking about it, and I was saying no green. He was like no red, and I said, "Ooh, why red?" And he's like, "Cause it's red with gold rims." And now I see. The things I grumble with these guys, yeah. That is it. Phone call. Sorry, I like drones and I like drones. So a lot of people out there have been using their drones lately, and they've been doing a lot of awesome, crazy angles of how they can make their videos. And I like seeing how, regular, people do their things, because my life is so boring that I can't go nowhere, because if I go anywhere, I am afraid to be harassed, assaulted, or attacked. So I'm going to live through all of you. Yay! Okay, so I want to ask you guys, do you guys remember when Justin Bieber was like first in like YouTube, like when he was like this young, like Do you guys remember that? Like, do you guys remember my YouTube? You guys remember you guys like YouTube guy? Like, yeah, like it was it was the days. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? What his name is Justin Bieber. This is when he first was like coming out on like how does anybody remember how YouTube was like becoming like the stream TV, right? Before Disney Plus, before Netflix really got happening, before Hulu, before Nickelodeon, before what else is out there? HBO Max, Disney, Fox, SBN, ABC, Lionsgate. Oh my God, did you guys hear about the vaccines? Did you guys hear about the vaccines? Do you believe in magic? Yes, I believe in magic because technology exists. Because even though that I can explain to you how this works, but can you explain to me how the electricity transfer the energy to make it work? Like, what's the particles and like all the minerals in the electricity itself? Now that's magic. So, anyways, that's the reason why it's called magic science. Well, now it's called spirit science, but God, you guys make me old. Anyways, so where am I? Okay, so okay, back up. So, has anybody saw this one?
Race. You got a lot of catching up to do.
Keep running this simulation until we get it right. Again.
You know the problem with playing it safe.
You never know if you got it right. The Russians are lapping us in this race. You got a lot of catching up to do.
Keep running this simulation until we get it right. Again.
You know the problem with playing it safe.
You never know if you got it right.
Okay, it's the right stuff. Okay. And this is anybody remember that story I was telling you guys that it was like one whole crazy mess in this like office, and there's a big window, and we're supposed to send this plane up. I said plane, and then I corrected myself and said spacecraft, and I said no, because it's coming from Earth. So it's not a spacecraft because it's not coming from space, it's coming from Earth. So I was like, so I was like, what the hell do we call it? And then everybody's like, still call it spaceship. And I was like, oh, okay. And then, well, anyways, so this is supposed to be like those little spats between of a mixture of that's the mission stories of getting the supplies, and the mix-up stories with the idealist of. Well, anyways, so remember, okay, so I told the story that I remember sitting on a desk and was looking at this platform things. It was pushing buttons, but the buttons we was pushing wasn't looking like the Futurama one, like the one I saw before that we can move the screen. This one was like a semi of what the technology look now and a little bit what gonna come to the future pretty soon. Like I give it like a year or so. I'm really leaning on 22. Like 2022 will have a lot of as it's 2-2. I'm thinking there's a lot of specials gonna go on then. Anyways, so and then I talked about there was this guy that he was sweating and he knew something about the mission that he never like told any of us. Meaning he knew something was wrong with the whole mission. Like the ship or the maintenance or something of secrets that he was. So there's the detective side. Okay. So that part of the movie will be like any of you that like mystery, detective, you're gonna have to really figure out what in the world are they really their goal is. Like everybody know they want to get to the moon, but like nah. There's a secret mission in that. And you gotta that's the inside. You gotta figure out what is that secret mission and all this stuff. And then it will be the secrets of what we was talking about of the whole moon thing and da da da. And I'm gonna use the quote Sailor Moon. And if insiders, you should know this, the slang word Sailor Moon. So so that's how you're gonna have to look for it. And in this movie, okay, will blow you out of your mind because it's gonna give you so much different conspiracies that everybody knows. But these conspiracies is gonna come in so much different angles. You could be like, never thought of that conspiracy that way. That's kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you, and then you'll be like, now I know why that is crazy. And then you'll be like, oh no, that makes sense. But now what the hell? Like, it's gonna make you really confused. The point of the show is to make you confused. That's why there's gonna have a lot of bickering, a lot of debate in that show. Or actually, I don't know if there's gonna have a lot of bickering. Now I'm talking as if it's not really a dream. God, okay. So, anyways, so a lot of people is going to be like, huh? Like really confused. That might lose the audience. Might make you lose a little bit. So some parts you're gonna see that they're gonna dumb them down. They're gonna, yeah. But in the 2021, the symbols are gonna be so hidden that all these professional egg hunters are gonna have the hardest time understanding what conspiracy is this movie based on. Okay, you guys, a lot of the movies that's gonna come out in 2021 is gonna be based on confusing the audience. Okay, so it's a really risky gamble, because a lot of people that is still afraid of their mind being challenged, they're going to want to turn off the show or walk away. But the reason why I'm challenging these directors to make the movie as secretive and complex with these conspiracies stories, that it would make you wonder in so much different point of views, like what if it wasn't based on that, and what if it was based on this, or what if it was What if it was because that one sentence was changed? And it also will be like a lot of butterfly effects. But in this point of view, though, the butterfly effects will be supposed to. Okay. So now not going to have negative butterfly effects. Now we're going to show the world how it is when you have someone that knows how to understand the butterfly effects and how it benefits the rest of the world, of having somebody that's ignorant and illiterate in so many ways do it. So we see how it goes, right? So I don't know what happened with the Big Bang show, but I'm having these really weird dreams, like that the whole gang came back together, and it's based on the marriage between the two, the Big Bang, the two, and the best, that best friend that yeah. So he talks about a lot of the COVID stuff. Like how he talked about bacteria before, but he'll be more upgraded now that a lot of the movies will be based on, yes, because he is going to move in with the married couple. Because even though that he's secretly rich, because he's very smart, it's just that he has secretives of attachments to that two couple, because he actually lives his life through them too. Yeah. So all the friends come back, and the one that always had the girlfriend problem, he will have girl problems this time. He'll have too much girls talking to him, and he will be the one trying to hide in the couple's house. And the jokes of that show is that he's always hiding from a different one. And it's kind of funny because it's like ironic. But and then there's the other smart one that that I swear I thought he always wore striped shirts, but I might be wrong. But the easiest one I can say, he has a nose, and he ends up like marrying this controlling girl, and they like kind of like he married a woman that was like his mom, and so she kind of like replaces the mom, because the mom died in one of the episodes, and that's one of the gets-togethers was one of like the mom's funeral, and trying to get together, and they make this whole science fair thing out of the mom's funeral. And it's really funny. It's really funny because it's just that they're a bunch of clowns just not sure how to, I don't know, but I'm just having weird dreams that Big Bang has this, because they eventually gets a child. Well, the best friend does, the one that does all the spray, the real smart one, that one, he finds a baby. And he brings the baby home, and he puts the baby on the kitchen table while the two couples are on a dinner date at home. that they told him that he don't come home because they want their homes for themselves for that anniversary. Yeah, their anniversary or whatever. He comes home with the baby, puts the baby in the middle of the kitchen table and goes, "What are we gonna do with that?" Like straight up, like, what are we gonna do with that? And and they two are like looking at their dinner, like, okay, blows out the candles, like, I guess there goes our anniversary. And they look at the baby, and the baby like super, super, super cute and everything like that. And they're like, oh, we gotta get rid of it. And like, you know what I mean? And she picks up the baby and she walks away like all girls does. And the two guys are looking at each other like, what did you do? Like, what did you do? What did you do? How did you get that? And like, they're meaning like he thought that his friend did an experiment, I don't know, a petri dish, and poof, a baby was born. So his friend was like, are you messing with clones again? Are you doing that clone shit again? And he was like, no. I remember I'm on rehab on science tests. And I was like, oh my God, he's on rehab for science tests. Like, what the hell did you create that made you? Holy shit. And he was really fun. Like, he was like, he was like that, how he's like super serious, but sarcastically funny. And I was like, because we're dead serious. We're dead serious with him. Like that's why we're asking you, stupid ass. We know you're not supposed to be making any more clones. And he was like, no, this one is organic. Like, he called it organic. Like, for real, in my dream, he says, no, this one's organic. This one's organic. And then the friend's like, organic. And I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, don't worry. This one's organic. You got to take it up with God about that one. And he walks out of the room. And he goes to his room like there's no other. Like, oh, don't you worry. You know what I mean? Like, oh, don't you worry. And then the girl's walking around with the baby, and then their friends in the kitchen like, and the friends in the kitchen like, I wanted to get some. I got none, but I still got a baby. And I was standing there looking at him like, that is fucked up. You was trying to get some on your anniversary so you could get a baby, but you got none. But still got the baby. Oh, you missed the whole best part. But anyways, I felt so bad for him. And then there's parts that they're at the university. He's at the university and he's helping to be a professor or something, or he's teaching this class. And she comes in with the baby and drops off the baby with him and runs like, I gotta go, and runs out the door. And he's looking at the baby, looking at his class like, and everybody's like, oh my God, sir, we didn't know you had a baby. And like the whole thing ended up being about the baby. And he's over there on his desk going, because everybody in the class just wants to deal with the baby. So now he's thinking that this baby's a curse. Like, because the baby only like bugs the shit out of him. Like, they always dump the baby on him. And he was like, argh. But the weirdest thing is, somebody at the school or at the university, I guess I'll say university, college, because I heard that universities are also high school, because Me and my daughter had a conversation about that, and I was like, so college level, not high school level, like college level. And somebody recognized the baby, and it was somebody that they actually knew in the old series, but then she had like a really small part, like come and go, and like because I don't really.
Sorry, I can't search what something is about, but I can search by title, actors or directors, and categories like horror or action.
So yeah, I'm gonna take that as moving on. So we're gonna just move on. Or has these episodes already happened? Because if they already have, then that makes sense why I know them, because that means I have watched them and probably forgot that I watched them, and not just re-explaining them. I'm I'm not sure. That's why, because the Big Bang just popped in my head, because that was like some stuff that was, I was thinking about, but then I would forget, over time. Yeah. Well, anyways. So, hold on. I have to end my YouTube stream, because apparently the last time was because it was